So it's been about 20 years since I applied to college, but I think I remember it pretty well. It's obviously a very memorable time in your life. So as you know from the other videos, I was pretty set on applying to MIT. So early on, and this was back in the pre-internet days, you know, I as soon as it was available, I contacted them. They mailed me the actual packet that you use to fill out. And I got it from the other schools that I applied to. And, you know, obviously you fill out all the forms, your data, your standardized test scores. You had to send copies from the College Board to those schools. But then, you know, when you're doing the application at that point, one of the things that you have, you know, a lot of control over, your grades and your standardized test scores are kind of already there, are, you know, your essays and your recommendations. And I remember the first pass that I took on my essay, and it was, you know, I think I wrote something that I thought that they wanted to read, and I had my sister review it, who was at that point an undergrad at Brown, and she said, "Sal, you know, this is a lame essay. It's, you know, you just look like another one of the thousands of applications that they're going to get. You know, I know you as a person. You have a lot of personality. You're sometimes a little eccentric. Let that come out in the essay. Don't go too far, but, you know, show who you are. Don't try to be someone that you're not, either on either extreme." And so, you know, she said, "You're a singer in a heavy metal band. You know, let them know about that. Let them, I mean, express yourself." And so I did. And once again, I didn't go too far. I didn't try to be something that I'm not. I tried my best to show what I am. And I guess it did work out at the end. You know, and the other piece, a very important piece, is the recommendations. And for me, my three recommendations, one came from Ms. Kennedy, who was our advisor in the school for the school newspaper. I was the art editor, so I had worked a lot with her. So she knew a lot about how I work, my personality, my strengths and weaknesses. My other recommendation was Mr. Hernandez, who was a math teacher, but was also the advisor for the math team, and I was the captain, so he could write a lot about, you know, we had gone on trips together and gone to competitions, so he knew me really well. And then my third recommendation was Dr. Jairo Santania, professor at University of New Orleans. I had taken several classes with him, and I'd also been a research assistant with him that previous summer. So yeah, I think it was really good to have people who really knew me well, and once again could show who I am versus, you know, some yeah. So I think it worked out well in the end.